Welcome back, third grade. In today's video we will be using a net to create a cube, and you'll need a few things before we get started. You'll want lesson worksheet 115-2, scissors and tape. So when I take a look at this net, this looks like a flat layout of what a cube would look like if you took all the pieces and you just folded them out. Take a look up here first. You see a little cube here all put together. It's asking you what is that, and if you've watched my other video that I've linked on here, it is a face. B is called an edge, and C is the corner, and that is called a vertex. And when we get more than one vertex, we call it a vertice. Okay? So the next step I want you to do is take lesson worksheet 115 and your scissors, and you're going to go ahead and cut around the outside of the shape. Make sure you stay on the black line. Don't cut any of the parts where it says flap off. We need those. Go ahead and start doing that. Be a good idea to pause the video here while you are cutting. Alright, you will end up with a figure that looks like this. Once you have this, I want you to go ahead and find the number 1 here and take the number 1, and I want you to fold it on the dotted line. It's very important that you fold right on the dotted line, and then lift it back up so it sits like that, almost like it's an airplane with a tail. Then find the number 2. The number 2 has 3 little flaps around them, and I want you to do the same thing like we just did with number 1 and fold them on the line that says flap, like that, and then leave it sit up straight up like that. Again, go to the next flap, fold it again on the dotted line, open it up so it sits up, and then the third flap will go like this, and we'll leave it just like that. The reason we need those is because it will be useful for helping us tape this cube together. Alright, so now I'm looking here. Oops, get this held the right direction. Here's 1, here's 2. And we folded all the flaps on number 2, so the next step is take number 2, fold it down. And again, if I'm going too fast at any point in this video, all you have to do is hit pause, and then when you're ready, hit play again. Okay, so now I've got 1 that looks like that. 2 is here. Be a good time to take a piece of tape. And I'm going to tape between 1 and 2 so my cube stays together. Okay. Now go to the number 4. Find the flap there, fold on the flap so that that stays upright just like that. And then take number 4 and fold that down just like that. Then we're going to go to number 5 and fold those flaps just like we did on number 3. Just like we did on number 2. Fold the 3 flaps on the dotted lines, and then go ahead and point them upwards. Okay, so I got my 3 flaps folded up. take number 5 and fold that on the dotted line. And then secure that to number 1 by using another small piece of tape. Okay. Alright. So I've almost completed my cube. Now I need to take number 4 and I need to get that up on top here. Slide that flap in right there. You might have to crease number 6 a little bit. And then, if you take another piece of tape, you can connect that between number 1 and number 4. And I've got another side that wants to slide out, so I'm going to just take another piece between 5 and 4 and connect those so that they quit sliding out. Okay, and then you'll end up with a shape like this. It's three-dimensional. It goes left and right, up and down, forwards and backwards. So that's what makes it three-dimensional. I still have a loose piece there, so I'm going to connect that with another little piece of tape. Okay, so it should look like that. Again, if we take a look at what we labeled up here, there are 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one of those is a face. Right, and then if I want to count the edges, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 edges on a cube. And then if I want to count the vertices, I'm going to count every one of the corners. So I've got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 vertices on this cube. I hope you enjoyed today's video on using a net to build a cube. We'll see you next time, 3rd grade.